Hello guys and welcome to another solo leveling rise video. In this one I would like to show you how I helped a viewer clear a Vulcan's stage. So I did posted a guide on how to do it, and it was with my account, and I think that if I do it with a, let's say, a less blessed account, maybe the strategy would sink in better. Yeah, so I'm going to show you guys his Sun Jingwu. So he has the same skill, rarity, and level as mine. So he has level 5 multi strike, and he has level 7 armor break. And then as for weapons, the only difference is that he has a plum A1 and then moonlight A3. Yeah. So what I used in order to mitigate, let's say, the lack of damage in comparison to my account was use Chains of Blood. Chains of Blood is an insanely good blessing stone when you're lacking damage. You take hits and you gain attack damage increase. So if you can if you can dodge most of the hits, you don't even have to plan on taking damage in order to do damage, because I mean you're going to fail from time to time and you're gonna get hit, and that will work to your benefit, you know. So that's practically what I do with Chains of Blood. Yeah, and that's about it for Song Jingwu. These are his artifacts, and his stats are actually better than mine. So he has like 1,000 more attack, and he also has 10% more critical hit damage, but he doesn't have A3 Plumser, you know what I mean? So still good though. And he has some perception, just in case you guys are wondering. And then as for the hunters, he's pretty self-explanatory, there's not much to be said here. And then he's using Igris as his main shadow. Yep, skills I explain again. So it's Iceberg and Multi-Strike. And that's about it. Let's see how the run goes. Oh yeah, important. These were his blessings during the run. Just so that you guys have that in mind. You can see that he has a high ultimate skilling damage increase and has some other skills which influence in the run. Yeah. Alright, so first you have to know that this runs took some tries. It wasn't on my first try. I think it took me like 4 to 5 tries. So be be ready to spend some time in there, yeah? And it's also about luck somewhat, yeah? But mainly if you follow the steps and you are stronger than this, then yeah, you're definitely gonna do good. So the battle starts and it's the same thing. Same thing as I've written in the guide. You just want to break Vulcan. Here the battle is a bit different when you have less power, because you have to do more mutilates. Yeah? So this is something to have in mind. You want to build your mutilate as much as you can, which means spamming skills a lot. Yeah, there's no, you're not powerful enough to be planning like, oh, let me wait for this buff to do. No, you want to build mutilates, because mutilate is your best skill for damage. Your best skill for damage will be mutilate. There is no replacement for that skill at this point, at least in my opinion. If you guys got an idea of what would be a better replacement for mutilate aside from stats, let me know. Yeah. So now that you've broken Vulcan, you do the same thing, just do damage here and damage there. You can take some damage from time to time, like you see I'm taking a bit of damage, it's fine. Because Chains of Blood also works with damage, so you have to take that into account. And yeah, this is my first mutilate. So the goal of here is to get him to 70%. So there we go. We have the first change to this giant Vulcan, yeah, and this is at 320ish. Yeah, so at 330, 320ish is okayish time. Tight time, but okayish time. Yeah. Then, okay, now second phase, build, mutilate again. That's pretty much the process you're gonna do. You're not gonna complicate things more than that. It's just using your skills, and then definitely just mutilate whenever you can. No? I had to find a way to make, to be able to DPS during that move, because maybe it's actually good to take the hits. I actually want to test in my account if I can do Chains of Blood by taking those hits, because they're actually beneficial for doing more damage. And maybe with that I can finish the run faster, because I'm looking for that, like time saving. So yeah. Now as you can see here, I do it right. So I'm near the stone, although I would have liked to do extreme evasion there, but wasn't able to. But as you can see, it doesn't affect you if you make him run into the boulder. So yeah. Now I'm near the second mutilate. There I have it. You want to use it as soon as possible. Reason being is that it's very likely that near the end you're gonna have to need that mutilate a bit before, and it's actually good to have these kinds of showcases where it's like tight, because then like the very close percentages, because you are like struggling with damage, right? You're doing things like really tight with time. Yeah? Here I almost got hit, almost, but that's fine. Yeah? And then this is the last part. Here I'm just focusing on getting my ult up. As you can see, I have 22 seconds left, but he has a lot of HP left, at least for me, because to chop that HP down is going to take, some time. So it's going to depend on your stats mostly to get that third mutilate ready. If you are strong enough, maybe you only need 2, and then you can, on the 40% growth, just not use it, and then you can save a minute in the end. I think that's what I'm going to do with my account. But yeah, on the others account, no, most accounts where you're 300ish, if you lack damage, just use 3 mutilates, because the fight is 3 minutes long, so you are able to do 3 mutilates. So I am nearing the end of time, but also, well, that's where I got really lucky. Yeah. So I took the hit, but I shouldn't have, and now I am on those states where I am like ready to do Chains of Blood like a madman. Yeah, like I have all the power in the world, but if I get hit, I'm dead. I lost my 5 minutes. Yeah. So there I use Seo's shield. That's where Seo's, and now I follow him. I mutilate, and it's not enough. Even with that amount of Chains of Blood, it's not enough, because I didn't have time to set up or anything. It's difficult to set up there. But as you can see, I use Alice to freeze him so that he doesn't do anything, at least for 2-3 seconds, and I'm able to clear the battle. Yeah. So this is a good example of how tight it can be. There's probably better ways to do the run, but it's a good example of how to do it without this shield breaking character. Yeah. Well, that's about it, guys. Hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you like these kinds of content, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.